but I'm going to dig into this wall. I'm hoping there's nothing behind it. Knowing my luck, there's a cave with a creeper and zombie convention in it, but we'll see. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to another episode from me, Avomance, on Avomancia, my Minecraft 1.16 survival solo world. Behind me, you can see our first town starting to come into a bit of shape, with the Citadel, our base of operations and where we live, kind of in the background there. Still loads of work to do on that. Now, I want to get quite a lot done in this episode, in this area, so we need to focus on building. And one of the things that we need to do is finish off this rubbish wall. It's so rubbish, even the cows can get in, and that's not going to protect them from any marauders, that's for sure. But what we need to do is build up quite a decent amount of wall. I keep flipping on my elytra there, because we've only gone around about a quarter so far, and there's a lot more wall to make. This is going to take some serious resourcing, so I'm going to have to get myself boatloads of stone, smelt it up so as I can make myself boatloads of stone brick and boatloads of cobble and boatloads of all sorts of other stuff to be able to finish off this fella before we can even think about landscaping inside and out. So we've not even got round to the side of, where is this wall? Blooming heck, this wall is even further away than the fort. This is an even bigger job. Look, even the sheep can get in. That's never a good sign. There you go, the wall is just starting to come into sight now. I've fallen off the wall. Come up, there it is. You can see, just start to see the wall in the distance as we come around the corner right there. We definitely need to grow that fella a lot more. So plans for today: get a load more stone that we can get the resources together for to be able to build up this wall. We need to get this wall off into the distance as far as we possibly can. We can then start to think about landscaping inside it, because at the minute it's still a little bit feral, and definitely need to think about landscaping outside of it. I want to turn a load of this into farmland and pasture, and more importantly, paths to get from this town to the other towns. But all of that in good time. We've got an awful lot to do with this town before we start planning the next one. Let's crack on. I need to get myself over to my cobblestone generator over at the farming area. I think that's probably going to be the fastest way for me to get the resources that I need for this build today. Let's get over there now. I have now got boatloads of cobblestone, but I really can't be bothered to keep putting it in and smelting it. I need to smelt up quite a lot of it, so I figured what I'd do is do a bit of a, not so much a super smelter, but a bit of a bigger smelter, just 8 furnaces. And I'm going to use up some of this space, not so the furnaces are facing out towards me here, but I'm going to dig into this wall. I'm hoping there's nothing behind it. Knowing my luck, there's a cave with a creeper and zombie convention in it, but we'll see. And what that will do is that will still leave me plenty of space to be able to do something else with this underside, and probably dig down a little bit as well, because I want to expand around here. So yet again, more digging. Okay, bit of a semi-botched job, and I totally need to fix the aesthetic in this room now because it's gone horribly wrong. But I've got to be careful because I've got repeaters right on top of those blocks just up there, and if I pop them off, it's going to be an absolute nightmare. This is a proper simple one. We've only got 8 furnaces across there. What should happen is once I've got a full hopper minecart behind there with either the smelty stuff or the fuely stuff, that hopper minecart will then shoot off, fill up everything, come back, make sure it's completely full again, and continue doing that. The downside of this is that I've always got to have a full minecart for it to actually power across the thing, but I've got so much cobble and so much fuel, that's really never going to be a problem. So I just need to fill up the smelting stuff and the fuel, and we're good to go. We only went and done it, didn't we? It actually works. I don't know why I'm surprised. I knew it would work. But we have got an 8 Super Smelter right there that is filling up right from the bottom, all of that stone, turning the cobblestone into what I need. I'm going to let that roll for a while, and once I've got enough resources, we can start doing the actual thing I was going to do in the episode anyway. This wasn't distraction, it was preparation. At least that's what I tell myself. We've jumped over onto the Avoverse just to say thank you to a few really special people. Now, if you want to jump this bit, there is a timestamp in the description below, but I really wish you wouldn't, because these people are worth being introduced to. I want you to meet them. This is my Hall of Heroes, and this is where all of the patrons of the channel live, and they all get a little statue and a little thank you from me. If you're interested in getting involved, then please do let me know. You can find the link to the Discord, the Patreon, and also avomance.com, all of which can give you information about how you can become a patron, which gives you massive perks on the Avoverse, not least of which access to Avotopia, my Patreon-only server. I am coming over to this cabinet here because we want to say thank you very much. First off, Steve Burns, thank you for becoming a Cobblestone patron. I'm hugely grateful that you take the decision to support me, and I'm really thankful for it. Gregoire, good to have you back, my friend. Thank you for being a Cobblestone patron. It's good to have you on the server. You're a massive part of the community, and I'm really pleased that you're here. And Lord Hatred, it's good to have you back, my mate. I'm loving it. Thank you so much for being a Coal patron. It is brilliant to see you, and I'm really glad to stick your sign right next to this leather armour. Make sure you keep these guys company. I have servers on here, not just for patrons, but also no whitelist servers. If you want to come on and play for free, I've got a great server called Quarrycraft that you will like very much, and also some really interesting things coming very soon. We are up in the Redstone Hall now, and the Redstone Hall is by far the most popular hall. Loads of people joining at Redstone level, and that's because you get so many extra perks at Redstone. It's absolutely insane. Cody Stevenson. Cody, thank you so much for becoming a Redstone patron. I'm hugely grateful that you decide to do so. Really great of you, and looking very good, I might say, in that iron of yours. Chris Kelly. Chris, thank you for becoming a Redstone patron. We're giving you a very special red block just for you, right next to Cody. I hope you're comfortable. Looking forward to seeing what you might do on the server. Gertrudes, brilliant to see you, my friend. Thank you so much for becoming a Redstone patron. Really great to have you on the end of this really weird can, and I hope you're enjoying the server. Up here we've got a few more friends. Kiwi Burb, thank you so much for becoming a Redstone patron. Loving the name, loving the block, loving the armour. Thank you very much indeed. Chinese Food, probably my favourite name for a long time. Chinese Food, thank you so much for becoming a Redstone patron. It's brilliant to have you here. I've got you in some specially made iron armour there, and I hope it fits you beautifully. Mr. Diet Coke MMM, aka Rooster Rope, is probably the longest name in the entirety of the Hall of Heroes, but you, sir, are very welcome, and thank you so much for becoming a Redstone patron. Brandon Silvis, Brandon, thank you so much for becoming a Redstone patron. You've got a very special redstone block behind you, redstone block underneath you, and some very custom made armour that I hope you enjoy. Eric Carmelch, thank you so much for becoming a Redstone patron. You're in the middle of the row at the moment, but you know, hopefully this arm has got a little bit there that it's just resting until someone comes to be your friend on the right hand side. Thank you so much for being a patron. I'm hugely grateful. Thank you. Just one more person to say thank you to upstairs in the Iron Hall. And this is my optimistically sized Iron Hall. Absolutely massive, not a lot of people in it, but you are very welcome to come and join. We often have people from the Cobble or Redstone levels come and join the Iron Hall because upgrades are allowed. And becoming an Iron gets you even more perks, but we have an Iron patron to say thank you. So Ashley, Thank you so much for becoming an Iron Patron. You are atop this special iron block that's actually got your name engraved on the back, but I can't show you, obviously, because it's up against the wall. But this is a very specially made iron armour, and I could not be more grateful to you than thanking you to say, well, thank you for becoming an Iron Patron. Thank you. Right, I just want to jump to the mate base to say thank you to someone really special right there. Don't go anywhere. We are in the mate space now, racing round to the next slot, episode 18 in this second season. You can tell it's second season because it is yellow. And we're going to be replacing this fella here with this fella right here. Who's it going to be? And today's new mate is Dave Ratliff. Dave, I can't believe I've not put you in here before. I checked because I wasn't sure. I thought surely I've put you in, but I hadn't. Dave, you are episode 18's mate. It's an absolute pleasure to stick you up here, and I'm sorry I've not done it before now, frankly. I'm really surprised. Bit embarrassing, but we won't talk about that. Right, let's get back to Avomancia quick. We've got stuff to do. I have got, I hope, enough resources to make a massive dent in this wall requirement. Plenty of stuff in those shulkers behind me, as well as a bed and stuff to craft with. So I think it's time for us to have a go at building this wall as far round as we possibly can. And as we saw before, a long way round is actually a very, very long way round, and I've got no idea how far it is we're going to get. If I can get as far as that house, I reckon that's not bad going. But let's see what we can do. You know what's coming, don't you? Cue the music. I'm going to be honest, that took a lot longer than I gave it credit for, but we've managed to get ourselves all the way around, from all the way up over there. We've come around and swirly. We've got a bit of a gatehouse going on by these houses, and we're going to bring out the road from the main town out into this direction and off into, well, wherever that section is. We'll do that another time, but we've still got plenty of wall left to do. This wall needs to continue all the way around. I'm bouncing all over the place here. All the way around, up and over and round the back of there and down to the harbour. So lots of wall left. But I reckon that is for another time. There's only so much wall you can build in one go. So let's call that there, shall we? I think I've done enough for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do slap that like button. It'd be great to know you enjoy them, and I will keep on making them. Also, if you've not done it already, please do hit that subscribe button. It'd be great to see you in my sub club. I look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.